Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Olive Hill Stars and Stripes and 200 Years of Freedom Olive Hill Homecoming Parade 2026. And as we see now, there is our boys in blue coming down the way, the Olive Hill City Police Department, followed by the colors. And this year's Grand Marshals are veterans of Olive Hill and Carter County. And now, if everybody will please rise for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And once again, give a round of applause for our veterans here, the Grand Marshals of this year's 2026 Olive Hill Homecoming Parade. And now coming down the street, the brave men and women of the Olive Hill Fire Department. And also give it up for the Grand Volunteer Fire Department. Rescue Unit 432, Engine 411. That's the Grand Volunteer Fire Department. Also, Tanker 421. And Rescue Unit 431 from the Grand Volunteer Fire Department. Now let's give it up for the Carter County EMS. Thank you all very much for your service. And I believe a first for Carter County, we're going to be having a Renaissance Fair in Grayson. It's going to be an out here at the Shrine Park. Excuse me. It's going to be out at the Shrine Park. It's going to be in November. Make sure you go online, take a look at their website, and you can buy some tickets there. Or October. It's going to be in October. Excuse me there. Out at the Carter County Shrine Park. Once again, that's going to be in October. It's going to be on the 9th, 10th, and 11th. So make sure you take a look at that online. They've got a Facebook page and everything else and a website. That way you can go ahead and purchase your tickets. Full armor combat and jousting, and it's going to take you back in time. And I believe, is this the Olive Garden group? Not Olive Garden, but the Olive Market. They don't have breadsticks, but they do have some great local produce and meats. Yeah, they got which kind of salad? Chicken salad. So get your chicken salad there at the Olive Branch Market, not Olive Garden. And we got Pam Lewis coming up here, running for state representative. It's a fantastic day here for a parade here in Alfield, Kentucky, broadcasting right in front of the Post 138 American Legion building. Glad that y'all can join us here. And for the ones that's here in attendance, hearing us, you can watch the replay of this on Little Tiger Media. And now we got Mayor Jerry Callahan running in here in his 150 Ram. So give it up for Mayor Callahan. And I believe we have the Empower Athletics group coming up here next, the All-Stars. And once again, that is the Empowerment Athletics All-Stars group. Needless to say, if I tried any of that, I'd end up back in the hospital again. And now coming into view here, Robert Barker for Olive Hill City Council. Give it up for Robert Barker and Barker's Construction.
On your way.
You're good to go there? So once again, Robert Barker and Barker's Construction. Robert Barker for Olive Hill City Council, a working man's voice. And then we got a special one here for you folks, especially being from Olive Hill here. We've got the R&D Railroad construction train. There's no tracks for this one, but it's rolling on down the line. And then, of course, what is good about a train except for finishing it up there with a nice red caboose? And we got to give it up to our City of Olive Hill members for moving, and I know R&D Railroad had a hand in moving the caboose down to the depot office, and then also working on the restoration to make it back to an original state of that yellow color from the lovely Chesapeake and Ohio days. Once again, that is R&D Railroad Construction. Celebrating up America's 250th anniversary. Once again, I want to thank the City of Olive Hill, Mayor Callahan, the Chamber of Commerce, the Tourism Commission, all for sponsoring this live stream here today and for helping to organize and set up this parade that we have. It's one thing that we've been looking forward to all year long here in Olive Hill. Even the dog's coming out to celebrate up the 250th anniversary of America. He knows he's on camera. And then a wonderful Olive Hill homecoming tradition, the El Hassa Shriners. Shriners doing a lot of good for a lot of children around the area. And it looks like that's potentate Jeremy Lowe. Gotta love them old-time vehicles there from the Shriners. It's always been a classic, something you always look forward to every year. And now, getting ready to come in view here, making a triumphant return here to Olive Hill, the Oriental Band. That's the Hillbilly Clan number 7 out of Ironton, Ohio. Outhouse number 8. And now coming into view and going quickly out of your view is the Orange Army Bluegrass Festival. And now we got the Midnight Malice Haunted House. Thank you. They're going to be located in Olive Hill on 179 Wolf Road every Friday and Saturday starting in October. Ticket sales begin a half hour before dusk and end at 11. You can follow them on Facebook. The Aquatic Ventures in Olive Hill for the Midnight Malice. Then we got some more vehicles here from the Orange Army Bluegrass Festival. And now coming into view here, Rose Pressure Washing and Soft Washing. So if you need some pressure washing done, make your house look good, your driveway look good, Rose is the place that you need to call. And give it up here for the Carter County School District Police Department with Police Chief R.D. Porter and the Dare Float. Now, looks like time to lawyer up. No, that's not Saul Goodman. That is Brandon Hamilton. So if you're in a wreck, need a check, call Brandon Hamilton, the offices of Hamilton Law. And there's the man right there, Brandon Hamilton. Does a fantastic job for us here in Olive Hill.
There you go.
So once again, that is the Hamilton Law Group. And now we got some patriotic ducks coming down the way. First of all, starting off here with Eric Rayburn for Mayor of Olive Hill. Saw that duck parked at the Dollar General earlier today. Loved it. So this is the Eric Rayburn for Mayor of Olive Hill float. Where's Eric Rayburn, current council person here in Olive Hill, celebrating up the Stars and Stripes and 250 years of freedom here. So let's give it up there for Eric Rayburn for Mayor of Olive Hill. And I think that employee needs a little bit more nutrition and some water there for ground control. Trust me, that skeleton will not be mowing your lawn if you do hire them. Call them up for some free estimates. And now it looks like we're getting into some of our beauty pageant winners from the homecoming pageant. Of course, we had a Flowers by Jeannie truck there, as well as Trinity McHale. There's Miss Olive Hill and most photogenic Kendra Van Lettingham. And followed behind is Junior Miss Independence, Adley Cornett. Coming up now, Mini Miss Sparkler Remington. Say hi, Remington. And as the floats keep on coming down here, we've got the Globe Farm Supply. Got a young one there behind the wheel. And then also looks like we got Small Miss Firecracker, Reland Owens, and Tiny Miss Sparkler, Nora Owens. They're on the Globe Farm Supply float. First, don't forget that fireworks start right around 10 o'clock here tonight. Make sure that you head down to the depot area, check out all the food trucks, vendors that we have down that way. And be sure check out any local business that we have here in Olive Hill as well. Happy to serve you up here today. And don't just make it just today. Come on into town anytime. And now, coming into view now is State Representative Patrick Flannery. Got the whole Flannery clan there on the back of the truck there. So let's give it up there for Patrick Flannery and his family. State Representative here. And some now more of our pageant winners here. Miss Teen. There's Miss Preteen and crowd favorite. We have Ashley Burton and Emily Burton. Little Miss Firecracker 2026, Haley. And looks like up next here we got the Blackberry King. I believe that's Trayton Dean. It was a close race between him and Dwight Schrute for that competition. Dwight Schrute ended up taking home the Hay King, while Trayton took in the Blackberry King. And then a new business coming into town this July here, the Roast on Railroad. Looking forward to having a nice cappuccino, a latte. Say anything good there at the Roast on Railroad. They've done some fantastic remodeling there on the building, and they're just about ready to open up here. And now coming into view here is the Globe Christian Church. David Rayburn, Joy Rayburn there, helping to lead the pack. And what almost looks like a scene out of Willy Wonka and the Wonka Wash. Globe Christian Church throwing out the foam out there. Also known as the Hazel Wonka. Remember, kids, the foam is non-toxic, but we do not recommend eating it. And now coming into view here, the Flower Cottage, located right next to your favorite Mexican restaurant here in town. And that's the Flower Cottage. And then right behind them, we got to figure out who are you going to call. And I believe this is the Eastern Kentucky Ghostbusters. And if you believe in ghosts, you'll definitely believe in the next float coming up here, and that's getting ready for the Bigfoot Festival coming up here. Bigfoot Festival coming up here in September. I believe that is on the 13th, but my eyesight's not been the best here. As we got Bigfoot riding in the 4x4, making a rare appearance here in Olive Hill. Wonderful float here singing Amazing Grace. Olive Hill, 250 years of freedom. And that is the Journey to Hill float. So let's give it up to Journey to Hill. And we have our Holler Havern Farms there, where you can look them up on their Facebook and website there. So check out the Holler Havern. And now coming into view on the screen here in front of the VFW, or the American Legion, is the Medicine Cabinet Pharmacy. So for individualized, personalized service, go see the good folks there at the Medicine Cabinet Pharmacy. They're on Route 2 here in Olive Hill. And we got Rayburn's Self-Storage, Rayburn's Quarter Wash, Rayburn's Wash and Sign, and Rayburn's Equipment Rental. So if you need a clean car or need some equipment, go see the good folks there at Rayburn's. And coming into view here now, we got Jimmy's Towing and Recovery. And coming up next here, the Clifty Creek Sanitation. They do a fantastic job there, giving you some pressure wash service here today. If you're looking for some good garbage disposal services, go contact the good folks there at Clifty Creek Sanitation. It's a nice warm one here in Olive Hill today. Sun's starting to head down, casting a shadow here on the parade route. And now the next float coming into view here in front of the platform is the Events by Beck. Floral balloons and gifts. So contact the good folks there at Events by Beck for your next event. Need some decorations, flowers, balloons, gifts? Beck has got you covered. And got a nice Chevy pickup truck there, looks like a Mabry's Groceries General Store. Nice restoration job on that one. Nice little, I believe that's a Trans Am there. And here comes Brother Eddie Barker leading the pack of the train of the young ones there for the First Baptist Church of Olive Hill, Kentucky. And now coming into view here with a nice Humvee on the back, Tom Hall's Towing and Recovery. Nice American flag paint job on that low boy there. And a nice Ford Mustang coming down the way here. Showing the West Side Pride with the maroon paint job on that one. And now coming into view here, in front of the viewing platform, we've got the Commercial Bank of Grayson, and I believe Sophie the Wonder Dog. We got Sophie there, ready for action. Since 1891 and still the one, Commercial Bank of Grayson. And now coming into view now here, Bubba's Towing and Recovery. Also on with the Re-elect Jerry Callahan platform. Bubba's got me out of a few traffic jams and car situations. He can for you too. Now coming up, we got a bunch of decorated side-by-sides here. And I believe, is that Jeffrey Robinson on top of that tractor there? The Re-elect Jerry Callahan for mayor of Olive Hill. Got a great trike right there, followed by some four-wheelers. Great side-by-sides here in Olive Hill. I believe that might be Miss Emma Thompson going by there. Now we got part of the Jeep Club here. Got the Bigfoot Jeep coming in. And then, of course, it would not be an Olive Hill parade without seeing some of our hot, fine horses here through town. What makes Olive Hill a very special place. Trail Town.
Yeah, you did a good job, young man. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Lord, I've not never survived wet trap water. That feels so good.
As we're finishing up the parade here, want to thank everybody for attending here today. Don't forget, we've got fireworks and a lot of activity still going on. There's lots to see and do here. It's not the Carter County Fair just yet. That's coming up later on, but this is the Olive Hill Homecoming. Make sure to make your way down to the depot area. I believe we got some music, some art going on down there, a lot of great vendors. I'll say there's lots of action going on here in town. Little something for everybody, for the entire family to go and check out. And as I said, we're going to cap off the night here right about 10 o'clock when the fireworks are going to go off. Right as soon as the sun starts to head down.
Thank you, Jen.
And so that's going to finish us off here for the 2026 Stars and Stripes and 200 Years of Freedom Olive Hill Homecoming Parade 2026. As we said, make sure they stay around here in town. It is starting to cool down a little bit. We are under 90 degrees here in town right now. The sun's starting to head down, so make your way down to Railroad Street. You can catch the last half of the parade coming on, looping on back through there again. And then make sure you stop and see some of our lovely vendors and everything else. You know, if you need an inflatable, if you need a chainsaw art, they've got you all covered there. So this has been Jeff Irwin here with Little Tiger Media. Thank you very much for tuning in. And don't forget, you can always go on YouTube and check out Little Tiger Media for some retro Olive Hill videos and catch a replay of today's activities here for the 2026 Olive Hill Homecoming Stars and Stripes and 200 Years of Freedom Parade. We'd like to thank the City of Olive Hill, Mayor Callahan, the Chamber of Commerce, and all the fine people that has worked hard. There's numerous of them that has worked hard, lots of time, put a lot of time and effort, unpaid time and effort to make this festivity happen. So thank you very much. Stay in town, enjoy yourself, and we will see you again next year here at the Olive Hill Homecoming Parade.